Guru Gauranga Gandharvika Giridhari Shri Shri Radha Vinod Vihari Ju ki jai. Shri Govinda Gopinath Maran Mohan Ju ki jai. Nittil Pravishtam Vishnupara Shutar Shatashmar Bhaktivedānta Nārāyaṇa Gosvāmī Mahārāja Śrīla Gurudeva ki jai. Nittil Pravishtam Vishnupara Shutar Shatashmar Bhaktivedānta Vaman Gosvāmī Mahārāja ki jai. Nittil Pravishtam Vishnupara Shutar Shatashmar Bhaktivedānta Swami Mahārāja Śrīla Prabhupada ki jai. Nittil Pravishtam Vishnupara Shutar Shatashmar Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Gosvāmī Mahārāja ki jai. Nittil Pravishta Maha Bhagavat Śrīla Gaurkishoras Babaji Mahārāja ki jai. Nittil Pravishta Vaishnav Sarvabhauma Śrīla Jagannath Das Babaji Mahārāja ki jai. Shri Rupanugurya Guru Varga ki jai. Shri Rupa Sanātana Bhatta Raghunath Shri Jeev Gopal Bhatta Das Raghunath Shar Gosvāmī Prabhu ki jai. Shri Sarup Damodar Rai Ramanandari Shri Gaur Parshad Vrinda ki jai. Namachay Śrīla Haridas Thakur ki jai. Prem se kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Shri Kshetra Mandala Gaura Mandala Vraja Mandala Mathura Vrindavan Dham ki jai. Sarva Avishta Pradatta Giriraj Maharaj ki jai. Shri Radha Kunda Shama Kund ki jai. Shri Amuna Devi Ganga Devi ki jai. Shri Tulsi Maharani Vrinda Devi ki jai. Shri Bhakti Devi ki jai. Shri Purnamasi Yogamaya ki jai. Shri Gopeshwar Mahadev ki jai. Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnav Śrī Dāmodarāṣṭakam ki jai. Shri Satyavrata Muni ki jai. Shri Yashoda Damodar ki jai. Shri Radha Damodar ki jai. Śrī Dāmodarā-vṛtti ki jai. Kartik Vrat Urja Vrat ki jai. Urjeshwari Raseshwari Shri Vrishabhanu Nandini Shrimati Radha Thakurani ki jai. Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnav Vrinda ki jai. Samagata Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Shri Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bo. Hare Krishna. Dandavat Pranam Saripuri. Hari Bo. All right. So, yeah, I'll share my screen. We're continuing on reading Śrī Dāmodarāṣṭakam. Today we're reading verses 6 and 7. But before we start, let's do a recap of, one second. There. Hey, what happened to my screen? Oh, the power went out. Dang it. Oh, okay. That's frustrating. Okay, I'll just, one second. I need to share my screen again. Power is going on and off all day today. There. Okay, so let's have a recap. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly go through these verses, going through the meanings of all the words. Namami Ishvaram Satchidananda Rupam. Namami, I offer obeisances to Ishvaram, to the Ishvara, to the Supreme Controller, who has a Rupam, who has a form which is Satchidananda, Satchidananda Rupam, who's made out of a form made of Satchidananda, eternality, knowledge, and bliss. Lasat Kundalam, he wears swinging earrings. Lasat means swinging, and Kundalam has earrings. And he is most brilliantly situated, Brajamanam, in Gokul. Gokule Brajamanam. In Gokul, he is most brilliantly situated. He shines most brilliantly in Gokul. That's how he translated it. Yashoda Bhiya, in fear of Yashoda. Ulu Kolad, from the grinding mortar. Dhavamanam, he dashes off, he runs away. Paramrishtam atyantato. Atyantato means ultimately. Paramrishtam, para means from behind. Amrishtam, he is caught. Drutya gopya, by the gopi who's running after him. That's Yashoda. Rudantam muhur netra yugmam rajantam karam bhoja yugmena. So he is crying incessantly. Rudantam, crying, muhu, incessantly. Karam Bhoja Yugmena, with his two lotus-like hands. Mrijantam, he is wiping. Netra Yugmam, his two eyes. Sa Tanka Netram, his eyes are showing great fear, fearful eyes. Sa Tanka means fearful, Netram, eyes. Muhu Shvasa, he takes heavy breaths. Again and again, muhu, right? Muhu means incessantly, again and again. So muhu shvasa, he is incessantly taking heavy breaths, which cause the graiva, which cause the pearl necklace, which is stita, which is situated on his kanta, on his neck, which is marked by, which is anka, which is marked with 3 reka, with 3 lines. It causes that graiva, that necklace, to kampa, to tremble. I offer pranam unto that Damodara, who is bound, who is baddham, who is bound by bhakti. Itidrik, like this, through these pastimes, Swalilabhir, his own pastimes, he causes his Swagosham, the residents of Gokul, his cowherd community, to Nima Jantam, to drown. To drown in what? In Ananda Kunde, in pools of Ananda, of bliss. Thereby, Akṣi-payantam, informing people, informing who? Akṣi-payantam, who does he inform? Tadiyeshita Geshu, those who have knowledge of his absolute divinity, his godhood, his Ishita. Tadiyeshita Geshu. What does he Akṣi-payantam? What does he Akṣi-payantam, what does he inform those who are Tadiyeshita Geshu? He informs them that Bhaktar Jitatvam, that he is only conquered, Jitatvam, by his bhaktas, by his devotees. Therefore, Puna Prematastang Satyavrata Vande, again and again, Prematas, with love, Tang, to him, Shata Avritti, hundreds of times, Vande. I offer obeisances, I glorify, I do vandana, I like that, of that Damodara. Haribo Krishna Mai Didi and Kishore Krishna Prabhu. Oh, and I saw you in the previous one, and I forgot to mention, I forgot to acknowledge you. Because anyways, Dandavat pranams to both of you. Okay, so now the 4th verse. Varam Deva Moksham na moksha vadimva na chanyam vrinneham vareshara piha. O Deva. Vara means benedictions. So I do not, na means not. So O Deva, na varam moksham. I do not beg for moksha. Va means or, moksha vadim, or the pinnacle of moksha, the pinnacle of liberation, the highest liberation, which is what? Residence in Vaikuntha. I do not want these, I do not ask for these things. Na chanyam, and also not anything else. Vrinneham, do I ask for, do I seek? Oh, Varesharapi, oh Lord, who bestows all varas, who bestows all benedictions. Vara Ishat, from the Lord. Actually, yeah, Ishat would be from the Lord, right? So from the Lord who grants benedictions. What do I want? If you don't want anything else, if you don't want anything, moksha vadim, or anything else, then what do you want? The Lord will say, I only want iha, in this Vrindavan, here. Iha means here in Vrindavan. Idam, this, te, form of yours. Te means your, and vapu means form. So this form of yours, oh not, what form? Your form as Gopala Balam, as a little cowherd boy, as a little Gopal, Balam Gopalam, Bala Gopal. I want that this form, Sada Me Manasi, always within my heart, it will avirastam, it will always remain visible, it will always remain manifest. Kim anyay. What is the use of any other benediction? Kim means what, and anyay, what of anything else? What is the use of anything else? Idang te mukham bhojam avyakta. This is what we went over yesterday. Idang te mukham bhojam avyakta nilar. Idang, this, mukham bhojam, this lotus face, te, of yours, it is encircled. Vṛttam. Vṛttam means encircled with avyakta nilar, with extremely dark blue and blackish blue. Kuntalai, curly locks of hair. Kuntalai. And this hair lets off a snigdha rakta, with a soft reddish glow. Or either the hair is soft or it has a soft reddish glow. I think it's soft reddish glow. Yeah, because it's a samas. It's connected to that. So now this mukham bhojam, this lotus face, which is encircled by this blackish blue curly locks of hair that have a reddish glow, this face is gopya, by the gopi, muhush chumbitam. It is, remember this word muhu, again and again, incessantly. It is incessantly chumbitam, kissed. By who? By the gopya, by the gopi. And this can refer to Mother Yashoda, and it can also refer to Srimati Radhika. And this mukham bhojam, this lotus-like face, has bimba rakta dharam. It has bimba red lips. Bimba fruit. Rakta means red, and adharam means lips. So may this face, may, in my manasi, heart, in my heart, avirastam, may it always remain manifest. Alam lakshalabhai. Alam literally means enough. Enough with millions of other attainments. Who cares about millions of other attainments? Enough. I don't want to see it. I only want this. Okay, now we come to verse 6. O Deva, this is the verse, we'll be reading about verse 6 and verse 7 today. So, namo, I offer obeisances to who? O Deva, O Dāmodara, O Ananta, O viṣṇo. Now he's performing Sankirtan, because right when we do kirtan, it's addressing the Lord's names, not just saying the Lord's names, but actually addressing the Lord, saying Deva, O Dāmodara, O Ananta, O viṣṇo. Prasīda, prabho, O Lord, prasīda, please be pleased with me. Be pleased with me, for I am duḥkha-jālābdhi-magnam. I am drowning in abdhi. Abdhi means ocean. And duḥkha-jāla means, jala is like a network, right? Series network. So I'm in a mire of distress. I'm magnam. I am drowning in a ocean of distress. Kṛpā-dṛṣṭi-vṛṣṭyāti-dīnaṁ. Please, kṛpā-dṛṣṭi-vṛṣṭyāti, shower. Vṛṣṭyāti means, right, shower. Shower your kṛpā-dṛṣṭi, your merciful glance on this dīnaṁ, on this fallen person, on this fallen soul. And bata, what's bata mean again? Isn't that kind of like an exclamation? I think so. Anyways, and then gṛhāṇeśa. Gṛhāṇeśa means be merciful, kindly. Kindly, oh kindly Lord, mam ajñam akṣi-dṛśyaḥ. Uplift me by becoming visible to my eyes. What's ajñam mean here? Edhy, akṣi-dṛśyaḥ. Okay, let's look at the word for it now. Akṣi means eyes, dṛśya, visible to my eyes. And then let's look at the word for it now. Okay. Okay, so Abhirastam, may that face manifest. No, oops, wrong verse. Okay, verse 6. Okay, so bata, yeah, I was right. Bata means alas, it's an exclamation. And then anugrihana, treat me with kindness or enliven me by delivering me. Isha, O supremely independent controller. Isha mam, me, ajñam, ignorant. Edhy, please become. Akṣi, my eyes. Dṛṣya, visible. Okay, so please become visible to my eyes, to this of this ignorant person. Okay, let's read the translation now. O Deva, O you who have a divine form, I offer my respectful obeisances to you. O you who are Bhakta-vatsal, affectionate to your devotees. Śrī Dāmodara, O Ananta, Lord of inconceivably magnificent potencies. O all-pervasive viṣṇo, O prabho, my master, be pleased with me. I am drowning in an ocean of incessant worldly miseries. Alas, I am extremely miserable, and I do not know what to do. O Isha, supremely independent controller, please deliver me by the nectarian shower of your merciful glance and enliven me by becoming directly visible to my eyes. Okay, so now I'm just checking the comments. Oh, interesting. There aren't that many people watching today on YouTube and Facebook. Only 2 people. Okay. So, now, Dig-darśinī-ṭīkā by Śrīla Sanātana Gosvāmī Pad. It is in Sanskrit. Let's just read one sentence from this. Evam stuti prabhavat sadya samuditena prema visheshena shakshad dridrikshamanas tatra chaikam nama sankirtanam eva paramam sadhanam. You can understand that? Nama sankirtanam eva paramasadhanam. Manyamanas tataiva sakataryam prartayate nama iti. So that's the meaning of nama, all this. Then tubhyam. Tubhyam means ittadharyam eva tatsha bhaya gauravadina prema vaikalyena va shakshan na prayuktam. Hey Prabhu, hey Mad Ishwar, prasīda, prasadam evaha, dukkham, sangsarikam, darshanam jamba, tasya jalam, parampara tad evadvi anantyadina tasmin magnam mam, ataiva atti-dīnaṁ paramartham. Okay, let's just read the translation now. Dig-darśinī-ṭīkā bhavanuvad. By the power of his prayers, an uncommon type of prema instantly arose within Śrī Satyavrata Muni's heart, and he now expresses his intense longing to see Śrī Bhagavan directly. Within his mind, he has concluded that the best means to attain direct darshan of Śrī Bhagavan is indeed Nam Sankirtanam. And therefore, in this verse beginning with Namo Deva, he submits himself to his Lord through fervent prayers in the form of Śrī Nama Sankirtana. Oh, and if my internet starts getting choppy, let me know and I will move over to another internet connection because I'm using my mobile data right now. Yeah. One should understand that even though the sage intended to use the word tubhyam, unto you, after the word nama to complete the grammatical construction, he left it out, either because of apprehension, reverence, or because he simply lost control of himself due to the prema arising within his heart. Consequently, he was unable to address Sri Bhagavan so directly. Sri Satyavrata Muni addresses his Lord, O Prabhu, my master, O Ishwar, O Supreme Controller. Next he says, prasīda, be pleased with me. In other words, he explains what gracious favor he seeks from his Lord. If his Lord is pleased with him, prasīda. If his Lord is pleased with him, he explains what gracious favor he seeks. The reason he seeks the favor of his Lord is described in the words duḥkha-jālābdhi-magnam. Sri Satyavrata Muni says, I am drowning, magna, in an unbroken series, in a jala of miseries, of dukkha. The miseries, or dukkha, described here may be considered either the miseries born of material existence in the form of repeated birth and death, or else the miseries he feels by not being able to see his Lord. Such miseries are boundless and are therefore compared to an ocean, an abdi. He says, Ati-dīnaṁ, tormented by incessant incessant misery, I am suffering greatly. Therefore, be pleased with me, prasīda. Srila Sanātana Gosvāmī now illuminates further meanings of Ati-dīnaṁ. Sri Satyavrata Muni also indicates, because I am deprived of the support of saintly association, I cannot perform sadhan bhajan. I therefore remain extremely wretched and destitute. Or, it can mean, although I am somehow still alive, I am nearly dead because of my intense hankering to see you. I have no idea how to alleviate such incessant suffering. Therefore, he continues, kṛpā-dṛṣṭi, please cast upon me your uninterrupted compassionate glance, which is like a downpour, which is like a vrishya, a downpour of nectar. In this way, gṛhāṇeśa, revive me by completely delivering me from this ocean of mercy. With the words edhy, akṣi-dṛśyaḥ, the sage explains exactly what gracious favor he seeks from his master. He prays, please become directly visible to my eyes. Since there is nothing more rarely achieved than direct darshan of Sri Kṛṣṇa, it would have not been appropriate for Sri Satyavrata Muni to request it at the very beginning of his prayers. This is the reason for the sequence of his prayers. There's a footnote here. Yeah, because we see first he was it in verse Shatavritti Vande? First he was praying, first he offered obeisances, then Vandana, prayers, and then he's asking for Bhagavan to remain situated within his heart. And now he's asking to be directly visible to his eyes. So there's a progression. It goes from obeisances to prayers to praying for the Lord to be in his heart to wanting to see the Lord directly from his eyes. And there's an annotation by Śrīla Bhaktivedānta Keshav Gosvāmī Maharaj from Gurudev, but maybe we should read that at the end. We can find out about the sequence. Yeah. Regarding direct darshan, with sound logic, Sri Bhagavan's associates have personally established how direct vision of Bhagavan is more glorious than vision of him within the heart. The excellence of this goal is explained in Sri Brihad Bhagavatamrita's Uttarkanda 3, 179 to 182. Oh wait, that's the annotation by Param Gurudev. So we'll read that later. But let's read about the sequence now, which is translated from the Bengali edition. Okay, so in the first and second verse, Sri Satyavrata Muni offers pranam to Śrī Dāmodara, who is controlled by the prema of his devotees. In the third verse, he offers repeated vandana, or prayers, unto him. In the fourth and fifth verses, he condemns all the goals of life, beginning with moksha, and prays for the Bal Gopal form of Sri Krishna to forever manifest within his heart. Now he's asking for Bal Gopal to manifest within his heart. Only now, in the 6th verse, is he praying for direct darshan of Bhagavan. The sequence of prayers in this verse is as follows. Prasīda, kindly be pleased with me. Anugrihana, by the shower of your compassionate glance upon me, completely deliver me from the ocean of suffering. And akṣi-dṛśyaḥ edhy, please become visible to my eyes. That's very important. This is the sequence of Dāmodarāṣṭakam, the progression. And regarding direct darshan, the sound logic, Sri Bhagavan's associates have personally established how direct vision of Bhagavan is more glorious than vision of him within the heart. The excellence of this goal is explained in Brihad Bhagavatamrita, and we will read those verses of Brihad Bhagavatamrita at the end. At the beginning of this stanza, Sri Satyavrata Muni addresses the Lord with various names, beginning with the name Deva. Now the sage's inner intention for using these addresses is revealed. Okay, so why does he refer to Deva, Dāmodara, Ananta, and viṣṇo? Why these particular names? We're going to find out. Deva, this means, O you whose form is divine, O most beautiful Lord. The sage addresses Sri Bhagavan in this way with a desire to see him directly. Dāmodara. O Bhagavan, you are known by the name Dāmodara because of your exceptional quality of bhakta vatsalyata, deep affection for your devotees. Because of this special quality, you agreed to be bound around your waist by your mother. And by this same quality, you appear before the eyes of your devotees and let them meet you face to face. Sri Satyavrata Muni therefore considers, because of his bhakta vatsalyata, I too will be able to directly see him with my own eyes. Ananta. O unlimited, endless Lord, O Ananta. Or Ananta can also mean, O Lord, there is no end, there's no anta, or limit to your mercy. The sage addresses Sri Bhagavan with this name because he desires to attain his Lord's favor in the form of his merciful glance. So each one of these names, he's praying because he's referring to these qualities of the Lord's mercy so that he can attain the Lord's glance. O prabho, O Lord, your inconceivable potencies are unlimited, astonishing, and immensely powerful. By addressing the Lord thus, the sage implies, O Lord, by the influence of your inconceivable potency, you can become visible to my eyes, even though you are beyond the grasp of the senses. Isha. That means, O supremely independent controller. So by addressing him as Isha, the sage implies, you are absolutely the absolutely independent controller. So you never rely on anyone or anything to exhibit mercy, even to such an unqualified person as me. viṣṇo. viṣṇo means, O all-pervasive one. Or it also means, O you who are always inclined to enter the secluded caves and groves of Vrindavan. Here, the sage implies, you are omnipresent, so you do not have to undergo the difficulty of traveling a long distance to appear directly before my eyes. It's not difficult for you. You're right here before me. All you have to do is just manifest yourself, but you don't need to go through any trouble. Next, Śrīla Sanātana Gosvāmī reveals another meaning implied by these names. So let's see how all these names fit together. The sage says, although you are Ananta, although you are boundless, and viṣṇo, even though you're boundless and viṣṇo, all-pervading, you are also Dāmodara. You willingly allow your devotee to bind you around your waist. You willingly allowed your devotee to bind you by your waist. The meaning is, out of extreme affection for your devotees, there is nothing you will not do. Thus, the sage has indicated that this special meaning is present when the names Ananta, viṣṇo, and Dāmodara are considered together. The meanings of the remaining names are the same as before. It's really nice, though, how each one of these names, they aren't just, it's not just a random thing that he's mentioning these particular names, but through all these names, it's like for this prayer that the Lord remain visible before his eyes. They each have a different, yeah. So when we chant, when we say the name, there's a reason why we're saying each particular name. It's not just, I'm just saying the name of God or whatever, but like each name has its speciality, its special potency, its benediction. We're praying to particular, bringing out different qualities of the Lord and praying for it like that. Okay. So that was Srila Sanātana Gosvāmī's Dig-darśinī-ṭīkā. And now we are beginning the Dig-darśinī-vṛtti by Srila Gurudev. Just checking the comments again. Haribol, Prajumna Prabhu, and Mantaramurti Mataji, and Vidavyāsa Didi, and the two other people watching. Haribol. Okay. In the fourth verse, so Dig-darśinī-vṛtti by Śrīmad Bhaktivedānta Nārāyaṇa Gosvāmī Mahārāja, Srila Gurudev. In the fourth verse, Sri Satyavrata Muni refused to accept the results of performing Vaidhi Bhakti. But in this verse, he expresses that he desires to attain the result of Raganuga Bhakti. What is that? The result of Raganuga Bhakti is Vraj Prem. He desires nothing else. Those in the line of Śrīmad Mahaprabhu, and especially those who aspire for the type of prem conceived by Srila Rupa Gosvāmī, the followers of the Rupanuga Bhaktas, all of us in this, following this line of Rupa Gosvāmī, we must have the same kind of determination. This same kind of determination, I guess. This determination of the bhakta is exactly like that of the Chataka bird. The only water the Chataka bird accepts is the rainwater that falls when the Swati Nakshatra constellation is prominent in the night sky. The Chataka bird thinks, I do not care if I die of thirst. I do not even care if I'm struck by a thunderbolt. I will only drink the water falling from the Swati Nakshatra. The same way, the devotee should think, I only want deep love for Śrī Radha Kṛṣṇa. I do not want anything else. I especially yearn to become the maidservant of Śrī Radha. May I serve her under the guidance of her intimate friends, her prana sakis and priya narma sakis. And may I serve her beloved Sri Kṛṣṇa under her direction. I only want this. I do not need any other benediction. So may I serve under the guidance of her intimate friends, her pransakis and priyanama-sakis. What are the pransakis and priyanama-sakis? Śrī Radha's pransakis are her manjaris, whom she considers more dear to her than her own life. And her priyanama-sakis, like Lalita and Vishaka, are her most affectionate friends, who are always dedicated to pleasing her. Okay, so only wants to serve under the guidance of them. So I only want to serve her beloved Kṛṣṇa under her direction. Okay. Now, as streaks of kajal, black cosmetic ointment, everybody knows kajal. So as streaks of kajal ran down his face along with his tears, Kṛṣṇa breathed heavily out of fear of his mother. On that day, Shri Yashoda bound Shri Kṛṣṇa by her motherly affection. The Lord of all lords, the possessor of all potencies, he who makes the whole universe tremble by the slightest movement of his eyebrows. On that day, that Supreme Lord who makes the whole universe tremble by the slightest movement of his eyebrows, he trembled out of fear of his mother. He cried, Maya, don't hit me. This is the nature of the immaculate and sweet Vatsalya Prem of Vraj. In his meditation, Sri Satyavrata Muni saw how Mother Yashoda was kissing Krishna's cheeks, how his earrings were doing the same, and especially how the gopis were kissing Krishna so sweetly. He yearns to see this little Gopal directly, this Bal Gopal directly. Astonishingly, even after such a sweet vision, his hankering has still not been satiated. Therefore, he will eventually express an even higher desire than what he expresses in this stanza. He wonders, how can I, sorry, one second. He wonders, how can I attain love for Sri Krishna and consequently darshan of Mother Yashoda's darling son with my eyes? How will I be able to do this? Well, it is well known that loving service to Sri Krishna is only attained by chanting his holy names. Therefore, in this stanza, Sri Satyavrata Muni performs Nama Sankirtan. This is only possible by Nam Sankirtan. This is the topmost sadhan for attaining darshan of Sri Krishna. Nam Sankirtan. In the previous verse, Sri Satyavrata Muni prayed, "May your lotus face in your form as little Gopal, Bala Gopal, the same form in which you shed streams of tears in fear of your mother, may that form forever appear in my heart. I especially long to see your face in my heart perpetually, as it is being kissed again and again by your mother or by Sri Radha, Gopya, by the Gopi, Yashoda Gopi or Radha Gopi. May that Sri Krishna, who holds a flute to his lips and attracts the entire world, not only the entire world, and even himself, may that Krishna who attracts the entire world and even himself forever appear in my heart. Upon seeing his form, all moving beings become stunned and motionless, and all non-moving things give up their nature and begin to move. The chal becomes achal, and the achal becomes chal. The non-moving things, the moving things, like any human being, any animal or anything, they freeze and they're just completely stunned by hearing the flute. And then those things that are usually not moving, they start to move. The trees, they start to shed, they start to ooze sap, and the water starts to make ripples, like what is it called? The whirlpools. And all these things start to move, all the things that are inanimate. The stones begin to melt. Usually stones are achal, but they start to move and like that. So in this stanza, however, Sri Satyavrata Muni wishes, oops, wait, did I skip something? No. In this stanza, however, Sri Satyavrata Muni wishes to directly behold Sri Krishna's beautiful form with his own eyes. He realized that Sri Krishna will not appear before him unless he performs Nam Kirtan. So now he prays through the medium of Nam Kirtan, beginning with Namo Deva Dāmodara. Sri Satyavrata Muni had heard about the kirtan performed by the Vraja Gopis. When Sri Krishna disappeared from the rasa dance, the gopis were unable to bear separation from him and began to cry. The song they sang while weeping is famous by the name Gopi Geet and is found in Śrīmad Bhagavatam. With deep love, Śrīman Mahaprabhu used to relish this song, especially during the period of his life when he remained in the Gambhira. The following verse is from Gopi Geet. Tava katamritam tapta jivanam kavi viriditam kalmashapaham Shavana mangalam Śrīmadatam Bhuvi gṛhāṇeśa Bhurita jana. That's Śrīmad Bhagavatam 10:31-9. O Krishna, we are always suffering in this material world, but just hearing the immortal nectar of your words and narrations of your pastimes gives us life. These narrations, coming from the lips of your pure devotees, eradicate one's sinful reactions and bestow the ultimate benediction, Krishna Prem, upon whoever hears them with faith. Your pure devotees broadcast these narrations, which are full of spiritual beauty and opulence, all over the world. There is certainly no one more kind and compassionate than those souls who distribute this nectar. So that's the simple meaning of this. That's the very direct meaning. But there's a hidden, secret, very rasic meaning, which is the opposite of everything that we just read. It says, but the gopis were being tortured by the pain of separation from Krishna. They were actually saying, the descriptions of your pastimes are not nectar, they are not amrita, they are deadly poison, they are mritta. If anyone hears them, their life becomes one of suffering. Poets have sung the glories of narrations about you in vain. At first, the narrations seem to be full of charm and sweetness, but instead of bringing joy to someone's life, they plague him with sorrow. In fact, the people who recite your pastimes are ruining everyone's lives. In this verse, the word Buddhida, most munificent, indicates that those who broadcast narrations about Sri Krishna all over the world are the greatest of all generous people. However, in divine madness, in Divya-unmad, brought about by the severe pain of being separated from Krishna, the gopis spoke about him sarcastically. Just see how these people are blazoning with the activities of that black boy. They carry a copy of Śrīmad Bhagavatam and roam from street to street, exclaiming, we do not want money, we just want you to listen to us. For no charge, they cast the net of Krishna's pastimes over the living entities. Those people, now captured, are left to writhe in agony, weeping and wailing. Eventually, they leave their homes, their wealth, possessions, relatives, and families. Like beggars or like birds, they live without any permanent residence and maintain themselves with whatever meager eatables are given to them by others. And they sleep wherever they can find a place to lie down. They spend their days and nights in this way, constantly tortured by the pain of being separated from Sri Krishna. My dear friends, one gopi said, those who recite Śrīmad Bhagavatam, they are not actually to blame. The sweetness of Sri Krishna's lotus face, his beautiful form, flute, qualities, and pastimes, this is what is responsible for these calamities. Even just hearing about his sweetness, one will enter this miserable condition. Another gopi exclaimed, "Oh, Saki, what to speak of others in this condition? Just look at you. There are no hunters more merciless than those who narrate the pastimes of Sri Krishna. Persons who hear their narrations weep, and then they make their families weep by abandoning them." Yet another gopi protested. Actually, Sri Krishna himself is the greatest of all those who spread this propaganda. He is the one who made us run away from our homes to meet him when he played on his flute. He drove us mad with love, turned us all into beggars, and then left us. Who is more ungrateful than he? When Sri Krishna heard them say all this, he burst into their midst, crying, "Oh, no, I am not ungrateful. You are my beloveds, and I am yours. I only left all of you to make your remembrance of me more intense. Do you know where I went? I did not actually leave you. I was right behind you, listening to your song of separation." Conversing in the indirect mode of communication called Parokṣavad, Sri Krishna and the gopis relished their prem for each other. From this example, it is clear that Parokṣavad, which is common throughout the Vedas, is also employed in the verses of Śrīmad Bhagavatam. There's a footnote for Parokṣavad. Let's see what it says. In the same way that Bhagavan does not reveal himself to unqualified people, the Vedas express confidential knowledge in an indirect or concealed manner, because it is not meant to be openly distributed. This indirect form of communication is called Porokshabad. Okay. So that's the answer. If you're ever wondering, why isn't it just written everywhere that Krishna is the supreme, that Krishna is the ultimate objective service to Krishna is our, why does it not explain all these things about bhakti so clearly? That's the reason in the Vedas. If anyone tries to adopt the mood of the gopis and hoping to achieve Shri Krishna's mercy performs Nam Sankirtan with great humility, Krishna will not be able to restrain himself. He will surely appear directly before that person. Just checking the comments again. All right. Remaining conscious of one's relationship with Shri Krishna and free from all anarthas, the sadhak should perform Sankirtan of the holy names that are bestowed upon him by Shri Guru. All of Shri Krishna's pastimes, with their inherent sweetness, as well as one's relationship with Shri Krishna in that particular pastime, are associated with his corresponding holy names. By the mercy of Krishna's holy names, the corresponding pastime will begin to manifest in one's heart. It is for this reason that Shri Shachinandan Gaur Hari, who is absorbed in relishing Mahabhav, Srimati Radhika's highest mood, it is for this reason that he propagated the holy name. What is that reason? By the mercy of Krishna's holy names, the corresponding pastime will begin to manifest in one's heart. So to make these pastimes of Krishna manifest in one's heart, corresponding with his names, then Shachinandan Gaur Hari, this is the reason why he propagated the holy name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. In the groves of Vrindavan, Shri Radhika steals away Shri Krishna's mind. The word haran means to steal, and hara is the feminine form of one who steals. According to Sanskrit grammar, when hara is uttered as a personal address to someone, it becomes hare. That's called the Sambodhan case. Hare. That means literally, O hara. The root krish means to attract, and na means bliss. Therefore, one who gives bliss to everyone with the sweetness of his beautiful form, qualities, flute, and pastimes is known by the name Krishna. And according to Sanskrit grammar, Krishna is also in the Sambodhan case. Grammatically, like if you just want to say Krishna, not in the Sambodhan case, then the only way to say it in Sanskrit is Krishna. See that with a visarga at the end, with a H with a dot at the end. Yeah, that's how you say Krishna if you're using Krishna in a sentence. But and then also there's different forms of Krishna, like Krishnam, that means to Krishna, or like there'll always be something at the end of Krishna. But if you just have Krishna like this in Sanskrit, it literally means O Krishna, and it can't mean anything else. That's the only thing it means. O Krishna. It's an address. Just like Hare means O Radha, Krishna means O Krishna. Now let's see the word Rama. And the same thing goes for Rama. That's also Sambodhan case, the addressing. The Rama in this mantra is not Sri Rama, son of Dasharatha. He who enjoys Ramana, with Sri Radha is known as Radha Ramana. The name Rama in this mantra is an abbreviated form of the name Radha Ramana. Whenever we hear the word Ram, in relation to Krishna, it means Radha Raman. That's why sometimes we sing Um, Rama Rama Hare Hare Radhika Ramana Rama 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 Hare Hare. Sometimes you hear Kirtanias do that. Shri Krishna plays on his flute and attracts akarshan. He attracts the minds of the gopis to him. He is therefore called Kṛṣṇa. Yeah, so the word Krishna comes from akarshan, means the all-attractive one. This mantra embodies so many sweet moods. There is no transcendental emotion or pastime of Krishna that is not included within this Maha Mantra, but they will only dawn in one's heart by the mercy of Sri Guru and the Vaishnavas. That's a really neat thing. So why is it called the Maha Mantra? Every name of Krishna has a unique speciality. It brings out a special quality. But the Maha Mantra has all of the qualities of all of Krishna's names and everything. Everything is contained in the Maha Mantra. That's why it's the Maha Mantra. And anything that you can get from any other mantra, it's contained in the Maha Mantra. Initially, by the mercy of these great personalities, one realizes the sweetness of the holy name. Oh, these holy names are sweeter than the sweetest. Nothing is sweeter. Thereafter, the possessor of the name, Nami, personally awakens within one's heart and enables one to enter into his pastimes. What should the sadhak do if he is not achieving perfection in bhakti? What should the sadhak do if he's not achieving perfection in bhakti? Regarding himself to be very fallen and destitute, he should piteously perform kirtan of the Maha Mantra. For this reason it is said, Harer Nama, Harer Nama, Harer Nameva Kevalam, Kalo Nasteva, 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 Nasteva Gatiranyata. That's from the Brihan Purāṇa, Adi 1721. The name of Hari, the name of Hari, the name of Hari is the only way. In this age of Kali, there is no other way, there is no other way, there is absolutely no other way to achieve the ultimate destination. And I once heard my Gurudev explain that Harer Nama, Harer Nama, Harer Nama Eva Kevalam, it can also refer to Hari, and it can also refer to Hara, Śrī Radha. So other than the names, the name of Śrī Radha, the name of Śrī Radha, the name of Śrī Radha is the only way. Yeah, it could either be Hari or Hara. Kishore just mentioned the point that all names, all leelas, all Vaishnavas, all mantras, all places, everything is in the Maha Mantra. Yes, beautiful. This Maha Mantra is the infallible remedy for all the ill effects of Kali Yuga. By chanting this mantra, all of one's desires are fulfilled without fail. What to speak of achieving something in this mundane realm? By this mantra, one cannot help but achieve the highest spiritual attainment. Such is the glory of Nam Sankirtan. As already mentioned, when Shri Krishna disappeared at the time of the Rasa dance, the gopis sang Gopi Geet with a desire to see him directly. When Shri Krishna heard their song, he could not check himself and finally appeared before them. With this in mind, Sri Satyavrata Muni also prays to directly behold Shri Krishna through Nam Sankirtan. O Deva, you whose form is divine and astonishing. O Bhakta-vatsal Dāmodara, you who are bound by the rope of your mother's love. O Ananta, you who have unlimited potencies. O viṣṇo, O you who pervade everything and reside as the witness in the hearts of all beings. O prabho, O you who possess infinite, inconceivable potencies. O Isha, my master, you who are supremely independent. It is always advised that one should offer respects to one's worshipful Lord before beginning a prayer or before beginning any other activity. Therefore, Sri Satyavrata Muni first offers respects to his Ishtadev with the words Namo Deva. Deva means he whose form is divine. What is that divine form like? Here's a really nice recording of, what's his name? Pandit Jashraj. Kasturi tilakam lalata patale vakasani kostubam. Huh? Suval? Okay, so sorry. I'm just gonna sing it in a simple way though. Kasturi tilakam lalata patale vakshastale kostubam nasagre varamuktikam karatale venu kare kankanam sarvange harichandanam sulalitam kante chamuktavali gopastri pariveshtito vijayate gopala chudamani. That's from the Śrī Gopal Sahasra Nam Stotram, verse 28. So just before that, Deva means he whose form is divine. What is that divine form like? That divine form is like this. His forehead is decorated with musk tilak. The Kaustuva gel rests upon his broad chest, and an exquisite pearl hangs from the tip of his nose. The flute gracefully rests in his lotus hands, and bracelets adorn his wrists. His entire form is anointed with chandan, and a necklace of pearls graces his attractive neck. All glories to the crest jewel of the Gopas, who is surrounded by all the young Vraja Gopis. Gopastri pariveshtito, he is surrounded by the Gopastri, by the wives of the Gopas, by the Gopis. All glories, vijayate, to that Gopal, who is the crown jewel of Gopas, the Gopal Chudamani. He is the crown jewel of cowherds. Kishore, I don't understand what you're saying. I can recite it in the meter if you want. This meter is called, what is it called? Shragdhara, I think, right? Yeah, I think Shragdhara.
No, I meant I could recite it.
Okay.
In the meter that it's meant to be recited in.
I think I did it in the proper meter though. It's
Yeah,
the
you
same
did.
as Sadhu Gosvāmī
I'm in a
Ashtakam.
different tune. That's all.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm gonna continue on though. Yeah. This form of Sri Krishna, surrounded by the young ladies of Raj, is most beautiful and enchanting. Mother Yashoda has bound Deva, Sri Krishna. She has wrapped a rope around his waist, brought it behind his back, and tied it to the grinding mortar. Deva can also mean he who is playing. In other words, in this pastime, Sri Krishna is playing in a form of a child. Sri Satyavrata Muni therefore says, I want to see the divine beauty of this Gopal who has appeared as a little child directly with my own eyes. Srila Sanātana Gosvāmī explains several meanings of Dāmodara in his commentary. One way to understand this name is in relation to Mother Yashoda. Sri Krishna wanted to relish Sri Yashoda's motherly affection, so he submitted to being bound by the rope of her love. He thus became known as Yashoda Dāmodara, he whose waist is bound by Sri Yashoda. Another way to understand this name is in relation to Sri Radha. When Sri Krishna eventually reappeared after leaving the rasa dance, he somehow pacified Sri Radha's anger. One time this happened at Sevakunj, at another time at Mansarovar. Just before they started the rasa dance again, Sri Lalita and Vishaka tied Sri Krishna's yellow pitambar to Sri Radha's veil, binding them and making it impossible for him to escape. So that's Radha Damodar. When Lalita and Vishaka tie Krishna's yellow pitambar to Śrī Radha's veil, making it impossible for Krishna to escape. Another time, when Shri Krishna was on his way to meet with Śrī Radha, Padma somehow brought him to Gaurikund and untied him and united him with Chandravali. Meanwhile, Śrī Radha's maidservants, headed by Śrī Rupa Manjari, noted that Śrī Radha was becoming increasingly anxious to meet with Śrī Krishna. They began to search for him, and finally they found him at Gaurikund. "O Aghari, slayer of the giant snake demon." So, "O Aghari," they exclaimed. "Oh Aghari," sorry, I was using the wrong word, wrong intonation. "Oh Aghari," they exclaimed, "a demon has entered Braj and is destroying everything." The demon was actually Śrī Radha's separation from Śrī Krishna. As soon as Śrī Krishna heard this, he spoke to Chandravali, comforting her. "My dear one, I will return immediately after killing the demon. Just wait for me." In this way, the Manjaris cleverly took Śrī Krishna from Chandravali's grove and united him with Śrī Radha. There, the Manjaris tied the ends of Radha and Krishna's cloth in a knot. That is Śrī Radha Damodar. Śrī Radha Damodar ki jai. It's lao. On yet another occasion, Śrī Radha's friends untied the ends of on yet another occasion, Śrī Radha's friends tied the ends of her and Śrī Krishna's cloth in a knot. To this day, the place where that pastime occurred is called Gantoli. There's a footnote here. It says the name Gantoli comes from the Hindi word Ganta, which means knot. So yeah, that place is still a place in Braj called Gantoli. It is because of all of these pastimes that Śrī Krishna became known as Radha Damodar. Okay, so now we've got detailed explanation on Deva and Damodar. Now we move on to the name and Ananta. Did we explain Ananta before? Yeah, I think so. Now viṣṇo. Generally, viṣṇo means the all-pervading being. Thus, it is understood that the sage is saying, there is no place where you are not situated, and also no heart in which you do not dwell. You are everywhere. However, in his commentary, Srila Sanātana Gosvāmī has revealed another meaning of viṣṇo. Shri Krishna eternally performs his confidential pastimes in all the secluded caves and groves of Giriraj Govardhan. Although even the demigods are unable to see Shri Krishna's pastimes in those kunjas, Shri Satyavrata Muni addresses the Lord as viṣṇo with the hope that he may see Shri Krishna directly. In your pastimes, you reside in every grove and cave throughout this Vrindavan. Therefore, you do not have to undergo any pain with traveling a long distance to appear before my eyes. It should be very easy for you, Lord, oh viṣṇo. You're already here. Just make yourself visible. The name viṣṇo is used in a similar way in a verse from Śrīmad Bhagavatam. That's 10:33-39. Vikriditam vrajavadhu biridam cha viṣṇo. In this verse, viṣṇo refers to that Krishna who, with the desire to relish the gopis' love for him, sounded his flute and lured all the gopis from their homes. By pervading their hearts, he entirely won their love. Similarly, in Sri Satyavrata Muni's prayer, viṣṇo refers solely to Brajendra Nandan Shri Krishna. Very rasik meaning of viṣṇo. He who pervades the hearts, who lured all the gopis from their homes and pervaded all their hearts at that time. That's viṣṇo. Okay. Now we come to the second half of the verse. duḥkha-jālābdhi-magnam. Sri Satyavrata Muni says, duḥkha-jālābdhi-magnam. I am oppressed by the miseries of material existence. Second, just checking the comments. Okay. For an incalculable period of time, I have been trapped in this vicious cycle of birth and death, and consequently, I mistake this body to be my actual self. I am wretched and utterly foolish. I am drowning in a fathomless ocean of material existence, and I'm unable to rescue myself. Furthermore, the sage says, I am suffering because I am not being supported by the mercy of saints, and I do not have any strength to perform sadhana. In this regard, Śrīmad Mahaprabhu asked Śrī Ramananda, duḥkha madhe kono duḥkha hoy gurutar. Of all sorrows, which is the most severe? Śrī Ramananda replied, Kṛṣṇa bhakta viraha bina duḥkha nahi dekhi par. Other than the pain of being separated from Shri Krishna's devotees, I see no actual sorrow. The sorrow of being separated from Shri Krishna's devotees is in fact the greatest agony. Therefore, from Sri Satyavrata Muni's words, duḥkha-jālābdhi-magnam, I am drowning in an ocean of misery, we can understand that he prays to attain sadhu sangha, the company of saintly personalities. Wow, that's beautiful, huh? What is the meaning of dukkha here? The word of dukkha, the meaning of dukkha means bhakta viraha bina. Not having, the meaning of dukkha here means bhakta viraha. That's according to Śrī Ramananda. So when he says duḥkha-jālābdhi-magnam, I'm drowning in an ocean of misery, it means I'm bereft of sadhu sangha. So please be merciful to me. He's actually praying for sadhu sangha. One can only attain Sri Bhagavan's mercy by the causeless compassion of saints. Sri Nanda Mahārāja tells Gargacharya, Mahar vichalam nrinam gṛhāṇeśa dīna chetasam nishreyasaya Bhagavan kalpate nanyata kvachit. That's Śrīmad Bhagavatam 10:8-4. Saintly personalities like you wander about visiting the homes of ordinary people and wretched and destitute householders like us. O exalted devotee, you never have any other reason to do this except to bestow mercy upon us. One should note that it is because Nanda Maharaj was acting like an ordinary human being that he addressed Gargacharya in this way. In reality, there is a vast gulf of difference between Nanda Baba and Gargacharya. This kind of behavior is exhibited by Sri Bhagavan's associates in the course of performing their human-like pastimes in order to show everyone that Sri Bhagavan can only be achieved by the immense mercy of sadhus. When even Sri Krishna's eternal associate, his mother, had to undergo so much endeavor to bind him, then on what grounds can the conditioned souls complain about the troubles they encounter in trying to achieve him? There is no need to make a pompous display of devotion. We should simply act according to the method of sadhana taught to us by Guru and Vaishnavas, and in this way perform bhajan following in the footsteps of our 6 Gosvāmīs. Radha kunda tate kalinda tanaya tire chavangshi vate premon maravashara shesha dashaya grasto pramatto sada gayanto chakadare gunavara pava bhibhuto muda Vande rupa sanatano raghuyugo Shri Jiva Gopalako. Oops. Should be a short A. And there should be a dot under the D. Okay, so there's no need to make a pompous display of devotion. We should simply act according to the method of sadhana taught to us by Guru and Vaishnavas, and in this way perform bhajan following in the footsteps of our 6 Gosvāmīs. How do they perform bhajan? I worship Śrīla Rupa Gosvāmī, Śrīla Sanātana Gosvāmī, Śrīla Raghunath Bhatta Gosvāmī, Śrīla Raghunath Das Gosvāmī, Śrīla Jiva Gosvāmī, and Śrīla Gopala Bhatta Gosvāmī. Intoxicated with love and gripped by the countless ecstasies arising from separation, they always used to roam the banks of Radhakund and the Yamuna, or the forest near Vangshivat. They remained overwhelmed with spiritual ecstasies, while incessantly enraptured by singing about Sri Hari's most excellent qualities. The words Ashesha Dashaya in the above verse describe the six Goswamis as being gripped by the countless ecstasies arising from separation. In other words, their bodies would erupt with horripilation, trembling, and other ecstasies. They would even reach the stage in which one verges on death due to the intense pain of separation and begin to faint. How exalted is the bhajan of these great personalities? In comparison, where is our sadhan bhajan? Not one single tear comes to our eyes, what to speak of us fainting. Therefore, we must strive to perform bhajan in sadhu sangha in such a way that we are constantly immersed in serving our worshipful Lord. The Goswamis, acting as Raganuga sadhaks, were suffering because they could not see Sri Bhagavan and his associates. He Radhe Vraja Devike Chalalite He Nanda Suno Kuta. The six Goswamis would cry out, O Radha, O goddess of Vrindavan, O Lalita Devi, O son of Nanda, where are you? Far beyond the pain of separation experienced in the stage of sadhan is the indescribable pain of separation experienced by Sri Bhagavan's Ragatmika Jan, those whose hearts are imbued with rag in the stage of prem. In Gopi Geet and Brahmar Geet, within the 10th canto of Śrīmad Bhagavatam, Srila Shukadeva Goswami has instructed such separation by indirect hints. In the same way, Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, in his written work, has merely alluded to the condition of someone separated from Sri Krishna. Even Bhav Bhakti is extraordinary, for even after performing millions and millions of arduous spiritual practices, one cannot achieve it. For example, Sri Uddhav went to Nandagram, where he closely associated with the Ragatmika Jan of all five rasas. Yes. However, he could only get the association of Srimati Radhika, the most exalted of all those associates. He could only get her association from a distance. However, he was able to achieve the company of her friends, who are her kaya vyuha, or bodily manifestations. He had so much good fortune, but did he ever succeed in becoming a single plant in Raj, or a creeper, or even a piece of straw? In the end, he could only praise the gopis. Asamaho charana renu jushamahansyam vrindavane kimapi gulmalato shadina yadustyajam sajanamaryam patam chahitva bhejur mukunda padavin shruti bhir vimrigyam. That's Śrīmad Bhagavatam 10:47-61. Aho, the Braj Devis have given up everything for Sri Krishna. They have abandoned the path of chastity, their families, and their children, which are all extremely difficult to give up. Now they have taken shelter of Prem Bhakti for Sri Krishna. The personified scriptures, the Shrutis, constantly search for that same Prem Bhakti, but rarely attain it. Let me just become a bush, a creeper, or a blade of grass in Vrindavan. Then I might attain the dust from the lotus feet of one of these gopis. Vande Nanda Vrajastrinam Padareno Mabhikshnascha Yasam Hari Kator Gita Punati Bhuvanatrayam. That's Śrīmad Bhagavatam 10:47-63. I bow down to the dust of the feet of the gopis who reside in Nanda Baba's Vraj. Oh, whatever these gopis have sung about Krishna's pastimes always has and always will purify the entire world. Why is it that we feel cheated of this ras and cheated of these exalted moods even after we have obtained sadhu sangha? The reason is that we do not really want to taste what the saints long for us to relish. This is a very important point. I'm going to reread this. Like that's not proper English, is it? Why is it that we feel, right? Why is it that we feel? Okay. Why is it that we feel cheated of this ras and cheated of these exalted moods even after we have obtained sadhu sangha? That sadhu sangha was supposed to solve all that. The reason is that we do not really want to taste what the saints long for us to relish. Otherwise, why do we not become full of anxiety when we are separated from them? Why do we not perform bhajan with great eagerness? Wow, so the key to sadhu sangha is to really want the association of sadhus, to really want it. Just being in their association isn't sadhu sangha. Gurudev would often say, a mosquito also is in proximity to the sadhus, but that's not called sadhu sangha. Proximity is not sangha. Sangha means when you're really trying to follow them. Samyak rupena anugaman. Anugaman, fully following them in all ways. That's sadhu sangha. And if we're actually following them, then we'll be dying to be with them at every moment. And every time we are separated from sadhus, then we'll feel like a fish out of water, like we need to. Yeah, so that is sadhu sangha. When Sri Krishna concluded his pastimes in this world, a desire to attain Vraj Bhav awoke within Sri Uddhav's heart. This desire came by the mercy of the Vrajavasis, and especially by the mercy of Srimati Radhika. That's the effect of sadhu sangha, or Vrajvasi sangha. Because Uddhav desperately wanted to become a particle of dust at Sri Radha's lotus feet, it is presumed that he is performing bhajan at Uddhav Kund and Govardhan to this very day. However, we do not know if he was able to become even a particle of dust in Vraj Dham. Sri Tulsidas has said, Ab pachataye hota kya jab chidiya chug gaye keta. Chug, I don't know, I'm probably pronouncing that very wrong, but what is the use of lamenting around? What is the use of lamenting now? It is because of your own carelessness that birds have eaten your crops. So what does this mean? What is Tulsidas saying here? In other words, by Sri Bhagavan's grace, you have taken a rare birth in the human species. If you waste it simply eating and sleeping like an animal, then you will have to remain wandering in a material world, taking birth in one of the 84 million species of life. Therefore, you should realize how trivial it is to simply exist like an animal, and you should stay determined to permanently be in sadhu sangha. Heavy. We should stay determined to permanently be in sadhu sangha. But our situation is so sad that even though we have attained the great fortune of associating with saints, our hearts remain unaffected. This is because we do not have full faith in Sri Hari, Guru, and Vaishnavas, and as a result, we remain deprived of the grace of Sri Guru and Sri Bhagavan. Sri Satyavrata Muni prays, prasīda, Prabhu, O you who possess all inconceivable potencies, O Master, please be kind to me. Deliver me from my pitiable mundane existence and grant me the association of your devotees. I have no hope but you. We must also pray like this. Okay, so this is the meaning of duḥkha-jālābdhi-magnam. We're praying for sadhu sangha. O Prabhu, cast your compassionate glance upon us. When we chant your names, no tears come to our eyes, and our bodies do not tremble. We are unable to perform sadhana. We are only sustaining our ambition of attaining Vraj Prem, and especially Gopi Bhav, the prem of which Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to give. We're only sustaining our ambition for this on the hope that we will receive your merciful glance. It is only by the strength of that glance that we have any chance of attaining our goal. Even if we continue performing sadhan bhajan as we are now doing for millions and millions of lifetimes, it will be in vain. It will still be completely impossible for us to attain Vraj Prem, especially Gopi Bhav, the topmost love of Vraj. O Master, have mercy on us. With great anguish, we should cry, let me attain just a drop of Gopi Bhav. How can such a drop be obtained? It is obtained by the mercy of sadhus who are absorbed in the mood of Vraj. Thus, Sri Satyavrata Muni says, O Prabhu, kindly grant me the association of pure-hearted saints. In their association, all of my cherished desires will be fulfilled. Sri Satyavrata Muni addresses Sri Bhagavan as Isha, you who are supremely independent, in order to petition him. You are the master and controller of all, so I need not seek the mercy of others to achieve your grace. There's a footnote here. It says, it is generally seen that one obtains Kṛṣna Prem by the mercy of Sri Guru and the Vaishnavas, Bhakta Prasada Ja Kṛpā. Although occasionally one receives the mercy of the Lord, Kṛṣna Prasada Ja Kṛpā. But generally it's Bhakta Prasada Ja Kṛpā. I guess some examples of Kṛṣna Prasada Ja Kṛpā is Putana and who else? But it's very rare. Gajendra maybe? Okay. But generally it's Bhakta Prasada Ja Kṛpā. Oh Lord, be kind to me. You do not depend on anyone or anything. If the sadhak is completely surrendered, then you do not even pay attention to the formalities of his sadhana. The sadhak is surrendered, then it doesn't even matter the formalities of his sadhana. You don't pay attention to that. Wow. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the best example of how the Lord distributes his causeless mercy while completely ignoring all considerations of qualification. If someone merely saw him, even from a distance, prem would spontaneously manifest in their heart. Śrīmad Mahaprabhu did not consider anyone's qualifications or frailties. Without even considering the quality of anyone's spiritual practices, he distributed prem to everyone. A brilliant example of this is found in Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. On his way to Vrindavan, Śrīmad Mahaprabhu journeyed through the Jarikhanda forest. As he passed through the forest, he caused prem to awaken in the hearts of all the wild animals, birds, worms, insects, trees, and plants and creepers. All the creatures of the jungle were instantly granted prem. Alas, will the world ever see anyone else so merciful? Therefore, have mercy on me and grant me direct darshan of you. Sri Satyavrata Muni entreats Sri Bhagavan. It is not enough for me to have but a momentary vision within my heart of little Gopal crying out of fear of his mother as she binds him to the grinding mortar. Oh Master, that's what he was praying in the previous verse, right? But actually now, no, that's not enough for me. Oh Master, I pray to see that form directly with my own eyes. Edhy akṣi-dṛśyaḥ. In verse 4, Srila Sanātana Gosvāmī quoted Śrī Pipalayan Rishi's explanation of Antar-darshan found within Śrī Brihad-bhagavatamrita. One first sees Śrī Bhagavan within one's mind, and then with one's eyes. Brahmaji beheld Śrī Kṛṣṇa within his mind and received a benediction from him, which fructified as the ability to create the material universe. However, in reply to Pipalayan Rishi's reasoning, Śrī Gopakumar said, "Your thoughts are excellent, but my desire is to see Śrī Madan Gopal directly with my eyes." Prabhupada, Śrīla Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur states, and we're at the end right now. It ends with this. First, Śrīla Saraswati Thakur is saying, first, Śrī Bhagavan is seen within the soul, and then that vision reflects in the mind. The form of the deity is the externally manifest reflection of the modes. The form of the deity is the externally manifest reflection of the moods that Śrī Guru and the Vaishnavas experience at such times. Śrī Guru and the Vaishnavas mercifully plant the tendency to perform service to Śrī Kṛṣṇa in a person's heart as a seed. That seed, it gradually matures through the stages of Shraddha, Nishtha, Asakti, and so on, until it finally reaches its destination. But the seed can only develop like this if the sadhak carefully proceeds in sadhu sangha without interruption. Even if Śrī Bhagavan personally appears to a devotee who is in the advanced stages of prem, he will think that he is seeing his worshipful Lord within his heart due to being overwhelmed with bhav. For example, when Śrī Chaitanya Mahaprabhu left Śrī Navadvip Dham, he would personally come to eat the foodstuffs his mother cooked for him, but she still always considered her visions of him to be hallucinations. Similarly, after Śrī Kṛṣṇa left Vrindavan, he personally appeared before the gopis again and again, but they also dismissed those meetings as mere visions. A devotee who progresses through the stages of bhakti by performing Nam Sankirtan finally attains prem. Leaving this world behind, he enters the divine realm where he sees Śrī Bhagavan directly. This darshan eradicates the slightest scent of any remaining anarthas and gives him entrance into Bhagavan's eternal pastimes in Śrī Vrindavan Dham. Thus ends the Dig-darśinī-vṛtti on the 6th verse. Jai. Let's see. So it's 8:32. I guess we can read these annotations by Bhaktivedānta Gosvāmī Padma Gurudev tomorrow because time is up. Let's just see in this chapter 6 was 7,000 words. Oh wow, we read 7,000 words now. Chapter 7 is only 7. Okay, so we'll have time to read these annotations by Padma Gurudev tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll read chapter 7 and 8. All right. Oh yeah. Hare Krishna. Oh wait, no, we're going to sing Dāmodarāṣṭakam. Sorry, I'm spaced out. Okay. 1 second, I'm just plugging in my monitor. Hare Krishna, Amit Krishna Prabhu, Dandavat Pranam. I need to share a different screen now. 1 second. What the heck is that? All right. Give me 1 minute. That was a beautiful chapter though, wasn't it? Chapter 6. All right. Śrī Dāmodarāṣṭakam by Satyavrata Muni, recorded in the Padma Purāṇa by Sri Krishna Dvaipāyana. Let me just make sure that noise suppression is there. Now you can hear the mridanga. Namamishwaram Sachidananda Rupam La Satkunda La Gokule Brajamana Yashoda Bhiyo
जय सब्रिकार शेषी गुरु गौरंग गणहरिका गिरिधरि रार विनोद बिहरि रार नायनाथ राधरमन बिहरि रार माधव शिशि महाप्रभु राधा दमदार जीव की जय। श्री गोविंद गोपीनाथ मदन मोहन जीव की जय। जय नित्य लील प्रविष्टम विष्णु पार परमहंस व्रजचार्य वर्य अष्टोत्तरष्ट शिशुमान भक्ति विज्ञान शिल भरति गोस्वामी गुरु महाराज की जय। जय नित्य लील प्रविष्टम विष्णु पार परमहंस व्रजचार्य वर्य अष्टोत्तरष्ट शिशुमान भक्तिवेदांत शिल नारायण गोस्वामी महाराज परित पावन श्रील गुरुदेव की जय। जय नित्य लील प्रविष्टम विष्णु पार स्तोत्रष्ट शिशुमान भक्ति बल तीर्थ गोस्वामी महाराज की जय। जय नित्य लील प्रविष्टम विष्णु पार स्तोत्रष्ट शिशुमान भक्ति पुराण शिल वामन गोस्वामी महाराज की जय। जय नित्य लील प्रविष्टम विष्णु पाद स्तोत्रस्त शिशुमान भक्तिवेदांत शिल त्रिविक्रम गोस्वामी महाराज की जय। नित्यालील प्रविष्टम विष्णु पाद स्तोत्रस्त शिशुमान भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी गोस्वामी महाराज श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। जय नित्य लील प्रविष्टम विष्णु पाद स्तोत्रस्त शिशुमान भक्ति द्वैत मार्ग गोस्वामी परम गुरु महाराज की जय। जय नित्य लील प्रविष्टम विष्णु पाद स्तोत्रस्त शिशुमान भक्ति प्रज्ञान केशव गोस्वामी महाराज परम गुरुदेव चार केशरी की जय। जय नित्य लील प्रविष्टम विष्णु पाद स्तोत्रस्त शिशुमान जगद्गुरु श्री वर्षभाना विदयित दास शिल भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी ठाकुर प्रभुपाद की जय। साबरिका शिल प्रभुपाद भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी ठाकुर की जय। नित्यालील प्रविष्टम विष्णुपाद महापरम भगवत परवार परमहंस अष्टोत्तरष्ट शिशुमार गौर किशोर दास भविष्य महाराज की जय। नित्यालील प्रविष्टम विष्णुपाद सप्तम गोस्वामी अष्टोत्तरष्ट शिशुमार सचिदानंद भक्ति विनोद ठाकुर महाशय की जय। नित्यालील प्रविष्टम विष्णुपाद वैष्णव सर्वभौम अष्टोत्तरष्ट शिशुमार जगन्नाथ भविष्य महाशय की जय। श्री अकुंदवासी सिद्ध शिल मधुसूदन दास भविष्य महाराज की जय। श्री उदयदास उदरान दास की जय। गुरुविदान आचार्य शिशुमार बलिदेव विभूषण प्रभु की जय। महामहोपरित्याय शिरोमणि विश्वनाथ चक्रवर्ती ठाकुर पाद की जय। श्रीशैल रसिकानंद मुरारी प्रभु की जय। श्रीशैल रामचंद्र कविराज की जय। श्री लोचन दास ठाकुर की जय। शिलंदरोतम दास ठाकुर महाशय श्रीनिवासाचार्य श्यामानंद पंडित प्रभुत्राय की जय। श्री श्रीमान कृष्णदास कविराज गोस्वामी प्रभु की जय। यश अवतार अरिका विशल वृंदावन दास ठाकुर की जय। श्री अष्ट कविराज वसुर जानव नित्यानंद तुलस गोपाल श्री चौषति महंत की जय। जय श्री रूप श्री सनातन पट्ट रघुनाथ श्री जीव गोपाल पट्ट दास रघुनाथ शर गोस्वामी प्रभु की जय। श्री स्वरूप दामोदर रमनंद लोकनाथ गर्भ अधि गौर परिषाद वृंद की जय। नमाचार्य शिल हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिव श्री गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। शिशुमार ईश्वरपुरी गोस्वामी पार की जय। शिशुमार मारविंदरपुरी गोस्वामी पार की जय। श्री अंतर्द्वीप मायापुर से मंदिर गोद्रुमदीप मध्यदीप गोलुदीप ऋतुदीप जानुदीप मातृद्रुमादीप रुद्रादीप मात्मक श्री नवदीप धाम की जय। श्री एक चक्र धाम की जय। श्री शांतिपुर धाम की जय। श्री गौरचंद्र भगवान की जय। श्री श्री गौर गदाधर की जय। श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोपीनाथ गोपी कपा गो गिर गोवर्धन वनाथ माक श्री ब्रजमंडल धाम की जय। श्री राधा कुंड श्याम कुंड गंग सखी आमन सखी तुलसी भक्ति देवी की जय। उजेश्वरी ब्रजेश्वरी वृषभानुनंदिनी श्रीमती राधा रानी ठाकुरानी की जय। श्री ललिता विशाख चित्र चंपकलत तुंग विद्य इंदुलेखा रंगदेवी सुदेवी आदि सखी वृंद की जय। श्री अनंग प्रेम मंजुलाल शिरूप लवंग राग विलस गुणरति कस्तूरी कमल नयन नयनमणि आदि मंजारी वृंद की जय। श्रीमती वृंद देवी की जय। श्री भगवती पूर्णमासी कुमारी देवी की जय। श्री गोपेश्वर श्री शिव महादेव की जय। राधा परंकित धाम श्री वृंदावन की जय। जय श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा सुदर्शन चक्र नीलमार विजू की जय। श्री तत्व गोपीनाथ की जय। श्री जगन्नाथपुरी पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र मंडल नीलाचल धाम की जय। सर्वा विक्रामी नशन गरी भक्त विक्रामी नाश श्रींदर सिंह देव की जय। भक्तराज भक्त परवर श्री प्रहलाद महाराज की जय। श्री प्रहलाद लक्ष्मी नरसिंह की जय। श्री हरि राम चरि संप्रदाय चर्याचार्य की जय। श्रीमद्वार मनोज विष्णु स्वामी नंबदित्य चर्याचार्य की जय। आकर मत श्री चैतन्य मार्ग की जय। श्री गौरी मार्ग वृंद की जय। ग्रंथरा श्रीमद् भगवतां भगवद्गीता चैतन्य चरितामृत चैतन्य भगवत जैव धर्म हरि सर्व गौरी वैष्णव ग्रंथ वृंद की जय। त्रिभुवन मंगल श्री हरिनाम प्रभु की जय। त्रिभुवन मंगल श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन धर्म की जय। त्रिभुवन मंगल धन्य कलियुग तर्क ब्रह्म श्री हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम हनुम राम हरे हरे महामंत्र की जय। श्री आनंद करि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। श्री समकट गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। श्री श्री राधा धमदार जीव की जय। श्री यशोद धमदार पाल गोपाल की जय। श्री धमदृष्टकम की जय। श्री धमदृष्टकम खमठे वशिल सनातन गोस्वामी प्रभुपाद की जय। श्री धमदृष्टकम खमठे वशिल गुरुदेव की जय। 6 वर्ष श्री धमदृष्टकम की जय। श्री कार्तिका देवी दामोदरी श्रीमती राधिका महारानी की जय। हमारे स्वामिनी श्रीमती राधिका रानी की जय। जय श्री उद्धव देव की जय। श्री ब्रज गोपी वृंद की जय। जय श्री सरु संग की जय। सरु संग सर्व शास्त्र को लव मात्र सरु संग सर्व श्री होय। श्री सरु संग की जय। श्री गौर कृष्ण भक्त वृंद की जय। श्री निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरे हरि वो। ओम वृंदाय तुलसी देव्याय प्रियाय केशवस्य च कृष्ण भक्ति प्रद देवी सत्यवत्याय नमो नमः। वंशाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानं पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः।
Dandavat pranams, everybody. Hare Krishna, Kishore Krishna Prabhu, Shubhananda Prabhu, Dandavat pranams. And on YouTube, Facebook, Prajumna Prabhu, Mantramurti Mataji, Vidya Lalasa Didi, Amit Krishna Prabhu, and whoever else is watching, Dandavat pranams. So today, Hare Krishna, Shubhananda Prabhu. So today's reading was 7,000 words, and then chapter 7 is only like 2,000 words, and chapter 8, I think, verse 8 is 3,000 words. So we are very close to the end of the book. And then the day after tomorrow, I will be going on a train to Vrindavan. Yeah, so I'm not sure if I'll be able to read the day after tomorrow. I might have to pre-record a video, but we'll see. I actually have 2 train tickets. I have one for the 10th and one for the 11th. The one on the 10th, I'm waiting list 50 on sleeper class, and the one on the 11th, I'm waiting list like 20 something. So I'm really hoping that I get a seat. We'll see what happens. Yeah, there's a 60% chance of me getting a seat on the probability thing. Anyhow, so yeah, we're nearly at the end, and also we'll read at the very end. There's a chapter from Gopal Champu, which is amazing, so beautiful. So I think 2 more days of reading Dāmodarāṣṭakam, and then we'll be finished. All right, thank you so much for joining. And what will I do in Vrindavan? I mean, I think I'll continue the readings. I think I'll continue the readings in Kirtan and Vrindavan. Maybe some days I won't be able, like on Anukut day, of course, I'm going to go. Well, maybe even Anukut day. It depends how late we leave. No, I think I can continue. It depends what our program is. But for the most part, I'm going to be doing readings, and like I'll continue this program, except for particular days where I'm going on darshan somewhere. I'm not going to join the whole parikrama, but I might go with one other person, like, with another devotee to some places every now and then. But yeah, I think most days throughout Kartik I will continue reading and the kirtan program. All right. 1 second. Okay. Thank you so much for joining, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Jai Shri Radhe. Was there anything that you wanted to mention, Kishore or Shubhananda Prabhu? Anything from the reading? Okay.
What was that point that I didn't quite catch that. So what was that point of the Vedas and Gopi Gita, that the Vedas are, I don't remember anymore quite.
Oh, it was talking about Parokshavad.
Yeah, Parokshavad. What is Parokshavad?
Parokshavad is explaining something indirectly. Like it's not just stated outright. Like the gopis, they in the Gopi Gita, like in that verse, Tavakatamritam, Tapta Jivanam, it seems like they're glorifying those who were, spreading the message, telling the glories of Krishna to everybody without asking for any remuneration or anything like that. But actually, they were saying the opposite. They were saying they're so cruel. They make people, they cause these people to suffer, and they cause their families to suffer, and like that. And so that was the Parokshavad, the like indirect meaning, what the gopis were saying. And in the same way, the Vedas, everything's explained in a Parokshavad way. It's not just stated out very clearly, expressly, like, yes, Krishna is the Supreme Lord, service to him is the ultimate goal of life, that's the purpose, the constitutional state of the jiva is to be in service to Krishna, and we should give up all, like, we see in the Vedas, it's very rare to find anything that has to do anything with bhakti. And but that's also because Krishna he doesn't just openly reveal himself to everybody. And in the same way, the Vedas doesn't just openly, point out to Krishna and service to him and like everything. Everything is Parokshavad. It's in a hidden way. And yeah. Does that answer?
Yeah. Also, I've heard that Uddhava did become grass, but apparently he didn't.
Well, Gurudev didn't say he didn't. Did he? He said, "Who knows?" Right?
Yeah,
So
Gurudev said, "Who knows?"
Yeah. Did he attain? We can't say. Yeah.
I remember hearing somewhere. I don't know if it was an audio I heard.
Probably at Uddhav Kund, maybe?
Yeah, Uddhava-kyari. I remember hearing, I think it was in an audio, devotee asking Gurudev, did Uddhava remain in that position? Did Uddhava just become grass? Did he not get like another form? And Gurudev said, he became grass. What more?
Okay. Yeah.
At least that's what I remember hearing. But I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very, very possible, very likely. But who knows, like Gurudev said.
Very good agree.
Yeah, I just read something interesting yesterday when I was proofreading Going Beyond Vaikuntha. It said that that the associates of, well, first it was talking about Shakti and how everywhere where Bhagavan manifests in this, like in every realm that Krishna manifests, sometimes as Nrsimhadev, sometimes as Ramachandra, sometimes like that, then his Shakti will also manifest with him in a particular form, like Ramachandra, Sita, for Vaman, and for Nrsimhadev, Lakshmi, Varahadev also Lakshmi, will manifest. And so this potency will always manifest accordingly in that particular mood. And he said that also applies to devotees, like Narad Rishi. When Narad Rishi, and he said that the Narad Rishi in Ayodhya is different than the Narad Rishi in Dwarka. And his mood's different. Everything about him is different. When he's in Vraj, then he becomes Madhumangal. So he serves Krishna accordingly also in different... isn't that interesting? I thought that was neat. Yeah.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
You said that Vaman Dev was also with Lakshmi?
Yeah, Gurudev said that there's a form of Lakshmi with Vaman Dev even. even though he's a brahmachari, isn't he? But who knows how Lakshmi serves him in his Vamana incarnation. Maybe she's more like a motherly figure. I don't know, just totally making up stuff. But yeah, the Shakti, wherever in any form, the Shakti will be with him in some form or other. It's not possible for him. Like, she always has to be serving in some way. All right. So I'll see you all tomorrow. Jai Shri Radhe. And wait, let's look at the calendar really quick. I'm gonna just share my screen. Okay, so tomorrow is Rama Akadashi. Then the day after tomorrow is Shri Narahari Sarkar Thakur's disappearance day. Then that day from Sri Khanda, Raghunandan's uncle, right? And then Deepavali is in 5 days from now. Govardhan Anukut Mahotsav will be in 6 days from now. Then, and also Anukut day is also the appearance day of Bhakti Kusham Shraman Goswami Maharaj and Rasikananda Prabhu. And then in 1 week from now is the disappearance of Vasudev Ghosh and Yama Dvitiya. And also, then I think soon after that will be Śrīla Prabhupada, Śrīla Vāman Goswami, Śrīla Chivikam Goswami. Let's see. Then, yep, the day after that will be the disappearance day of Śrīla Vāman Goswami Maharaj and also the disappearance day of Śrīla Chivikam Goswami Maharaj. And then the day after that will be the disappearance day of Śrīla Prabhupada, right? Yes. Yeah, disappearance day of Śrīla Prabhupada, the day after that. So wow, so many tithis coming up. And then Śrīla Bhakti Sri Siddhanta Goswami Maharaj and Bhakti Lok Paramahansa Goswami Maharaj. I didn't know they were on the same day. And then Dhananjay Pandit, Gadadhar. Yeah, so it's going to be festival after festival after festival for a while now. Soon. All right. Oops, I was sharing the wrong screen. Dang it. I had this up. Anyhow, sorry. I'm going on way too long. It's now 9 o'clock. I will end this video. Sorry, guys. I thought you were all seeing what I was seeing. Okay. Haribol, everybody. Thank you for tuning. Jai Shri Radhe.